What we'll do, we'll actually overview a new object that we created for the classroom Malleable Linkset. If you remember last time in the previous clips, we talked about the garden design example, where you had a garden that you could create by selecting menu items and placing, flowers, butterflies, birds, and trees in order to create a garden. And you can actually save these setups and load them when needed. Here the example is for a classroom, and what I'll do, I'll just zoom out a little bit so that you get to see. So you can see this is a classroom, and what I've done, this setup is saved, and I've loaded it from a menu here. So in the corner of the classroom you have like the control laptop that you may be familiar with by now, and if you click on load, it's going to give you a number of options. And there were 3 classroom setups that I had saved previously, and the one that I have loaded right now is used for demonstration purposes. And since we are going to have like a Websticky demonstration, I just thought I would load this setup, again, just as an example. In fact, my primary motivation for today was to just show you the current embodiment of the Websticky. So I'm sure everyone is familiar with media on a prim, and what we thought we would do is try to make it a little bit easier to use. So this object, it's like a post-it note that you can paste anywhere you want. If I want to, I could have another one here on this surface, and I could have another one on this side as well. And I think it's kind of funny to talk through your avatar like this and then to film it. Okay, so let's try to scale this up a little bit. Okay, and this gives us the opportunity to talk about each and every one of the buttons that's at the top. And let me zoom this a little bit. So the first button allows you to increase the size of this Websticky. Okay. So if I click on it, it's going to enlarge the object. So nothing complicated. Okay, and the next button, of course, is to shrink this object. Okay. The third button is a list of bookmarks. So the bookmarks will be displayed here, and to go back to the original setup, you click on cancel. Okay, and if you want to load any of these sites, you would just click on them, and they will be displayed on this surface appropriately. So I click on cancel, and that brings me back to the initial setup. And the next button is used to enter any URL. For now, I'm just going to go to YouTube, but you can have a URL that points to a web document, to pretty much anything on Google Docs, on Microsoft Cloud, or anything that, you know, any online applications. I actually tried many Flash sites as well, and they seem to be working. Okay. You know, Flash sites, HTML sites, so you can really have interactive pages in here. You can load whiteboards and stuff like that. Okay, so that's our YouTube page here, and I'm just assuming that everyone is familiar with media on a prim, and this is just the toolbar that pops up, and you click on the plus sign, and you know, you can have the browser centered in the middle of your screen. And if I want to watch something, you know, I would just
let's move on to a story that's been particularly divisive over the past few weeks: the rights of transgender people.
Okay, so you can actually play the video, etc. So nothing. If you know about media on a prim, or this would be a little bit, you know, boring, but I'm just saying it for others who may not know. And if we were to bookmark the YouTube site, you know, we would just click on the plus on the next icon here, which is this one, and you know, I just need to type in a label for the bookmark, submit, and you will find, if I go back to bookmarks, you know, YouTube should be there. So I'm clicking on cancel to go back to the browser itself, to the default. That's good, to the last URL displayed. And the cross is, of course, just to delete the web sticky. Okay, and this bar over here is used for selecting the object. If you left click on the bar and hold, it will light up, and when it lights up, you know that it's been selected, and then you can place it anywhere else. Okay, so I could place it here, or let me bring it back here. I could place it on a wall if need be. You know, so you can imagine having, you know, many different types of media stuck all around you, and if you want to access them, you would just hover your mouse cursor over the particular object and click on the plus sign to bring it back. And to close this short overview, I'll just click the last button here just to get rid of the object. Alright, so this concludes the short description of what a Webstickies is, and you know, for the next one, what I plan to do is to give an example, another example of how we could put those Webstickies to use in a way that would actually help collaboration between members of a geographically separated team. Alright, so thanks for your attention. We'll meet next time.